And good afternoon and welcome to the Salcedo Show here on Newsmax. The overwhelming majority of our people oppose and seek to stop illegal immigration into the country. Sadly, a majority in the Congress supports illegal immigration into the United States. Thus, a series of laws, political theater, and lies that have led to an estimated 30 million illegal aliens, having their numbers grow by about 6 million since Joe Biden took office. We have pointed out on several occasions that Democrats always seem to find a legislative gimmick or tool to slow or kill GOP priorities when Republicans are in the majority. The leadership in the GOP doesn't have the will or the imagination to engage in such maneuvers. So for the last 2 years, the GOP has complained a lot about the Democrats' illegal immigration push, but has done nothing to slow or inconvenience the Democrats' illegal immigration agenda. Illegal immigration, Washington's bipartisan betrayal. That's our focus in today's preamble. I have told my audience repeatedly over the years, on the issue of illegal immigration, both parties have colluded to undermine the rule of law and thwart Americans' desire to stop that disgusting and lawless practice. Our immigration laws are so vacuous and transparently pro-illegal immigration that your politicians, both parties, actually created a law that says all a foreign national has to do is show up at the border and say the magic A word, asylum, and they trigger taxpayer-funded legal processes that have led to massive and uncontrolled illegal immigration, all part of their plan. Now that Congress is in the lame duck session, Democrats, after using their second bite of the reconciliation apple, they shouldn't be able to do much more harm to America by themselves. Instead, they have to rely on what BizPac Review calls the chumps in the GOP to push through the Democrats' radical anti-American agenda. I'm sad to report that the GOP is riding to the rescue to deliver big wins for their Democrat friends and knives in the backs to their constituents. Republican Tom Tillis from North Carolina is teaming up with left-wing extremist Democrat Kyrsten Sinema to deliver another amnesty for foreign nationals who are in the United States illegally. Indeed, President Trump offered a similar deal to the Dreamers. President Trump offered to normalize 800,000 Dreamers in exchange for staunching the bleeding. In other words, President Trump was ready to help the Dreamers who were brought here by illegal alien parents as children in exchange for border wall funding that would ensure border security and an end to the mass illegal immigration crisis that America is currently suffering under. The Democrats rejected Trump's offer because they didn't want to solve the problem. They wanted the continuation of rampant, uncontrolled, and dangerous illegal immigration. So Trump, through sheer force of will and guided by what was best for American voters, stopped illegal immigration through executive orders. Many folks who align with the Republicans, like the Wall Street Journal editorial board, pundits like George Will, and many elected Republicans breathed a sigh of relief that Trump's initiative to secure the border was defeated and that with Joe Biden, the floodgates would be once again opened. Senators Tillis and Sinema, well, they have big plans. They want amnesty for 2 million illegal aliens in exchange for border security. Remember, border security is the government's job. They should be doing it already. Now Congress is blackmailing the American people. Accept our illegals or no border security for you. Don't forget, as Trump showed, because of lax anti-American laws, border security depends on the administration in charge. In other words, Tillis and Sinema are teaming up to push a bunch of money that does virtually nothing to stop illegal immigration. Tillis, in typical Washington fashion, has been rather tight-lipped about the backroom deal because it's so good it has to be negotiated out of the sight of the American people. Mr. Tillis and his pro-illegal immigration colleagues wouldn't want we, the people, to know what's in the bill until it's passed. But we suspect the money for border security will go to the Border Patrol to continue their current mission of facilitating the importation of foreign nationals at a record pace. Mr. Tillis and Sinema are perfectly comfortable pledging your tax dollars to plug Yemeni, Chinese, Pakistani, Guatemalan, El Salvadoran, and Honduran illegal aliens into the U.S. entitlement system. Thus, the increased strains on public safety, schools, medical care, etc. Your so-called leaders in Washington are happy to pass on the pain of illegal immigration to you, the little people, so they are free to reward illegal activity. For those of you paying attention, this might sound eerily familiar. It should. Back in 1986, President Reagan signed on to a similar plan, legalized 3 million illegal aliens on the promise of, you guessed it, border security. The amnesty came right away. The border security, as evidenced by subsequent illegal immigration crises, the security never came. Reagan didn't regret the deal. The deal was actually quite good if the agreement had been lived up to. We'd have had no need for another amnesty. Reagan did regret trusting Congress. We should all learn from Reagan's mistake. Congress pushes bad laws and policies because its members are relatively assured that they won't have to deal with the pain those policies cause. It's sick. But evidence shows that my evaluation of the majority in Washington is accurate, at least as far as illegal immigration is concerned. What I've come to understand is that on the issue of illegal immigration, both parties have conspired and have betrayed the American people. Americans do not support illegal immigration, but a majority in Congress, both parties, does. Illegal immigration is wrong. It is immoral. And it is bad for any nation forced to endure it by its political class. For this betrayal and many others, Washington deserves to have power stripped from it and returned to the states and to the people, as the Constitution prescribes. I suggest Article 5, Convention of States. That's the surest way to bypass the Tom Tillis's, Mitt Romney's, Kyrsten Sinema's, Chuck Schumer's, and Mitch McConnell's of this world. Frankly, I'm sick and tired of their garbage.